Hey everybody, it's me, Emil Miraime, your favorite 50% VTuber. Well, 100% VTuber. I messed up my intro. 50% fanboy, 50% genius indie VTuber. Hold on. Ooh, my motion capture is kind of rough today. I don't know why. Anyway, today we are back on Holoearth. We haven't been here in, oh god, that's Alex Bike, in a long time. However, the reason why we're back here is because there's poker, and aside from that, we also
ご
have
きげんよう。パスファインダー。
news. We have aside from poker, we also have simulation room, which I believe I mentioned. Point is, I thought it wasn't in the game yet, but it was, and I never showed it off. I don't think Mithra is updated. The question. He also doesn't have voices for a lot of stuff, as you can tell. I wish she did have more to say. You know what? Let's start off with this. I don't know when, if you log in, you can get this for free, so you don't have to find an e-bike in the alternative city. So you can use it whenever, aside from in the my room and maybe simulation room. I've accidentally went to simulation room yesterday. I pressed on the wrong thing, but yeah, I swear I didn't look. I mean, I took a glance. Kind of from inventory. I mean, I can. These are a lot of stuff you can get for free. I can get more of these rebuild cores. You can reset your character with those, but there's an inventory storage limit. Anyway, since I don't think there is anything new in Alternative City, let's go to my room. I've never showed it off. I did talk about it like once or twice. Is my internet dying? It's not, okay. I had a brain fart and I just pressed into here yesterday. That's why I was in simulation room for like 20 seconds. I'll show off my room first. I'll just show briefly like what I've built. It's nothing impressive, and by nothing impressive I don't mean like I made a mention and I will show it off to you guys now. There is basically nothing. I don't know if it will load as well because I think my launcher is bugged. It keeps asking to like update every time I open the launcher. So, if it's bugged, then we're gonna be here for like a few minutes trying to download the assets. If it's not bugged, then well, we'll get in pretty soon. Also would like to watch some news, and my internet is dying. Okay. Yep. Very cool. Happens every time. And the bitrate is back, so I don't know if we'll go back to... Yep, we're back in here. Gosh dang it. If you're wondering why the settings are different, which I doubt anyone would be, since someone watches my streams, it's because the game updated and the settings are reset. So things might look better or worse than before, but that's not why we're here. At least I hope not. Come on. Guess we can look at the news first. I'll bring it up. They released a new video a while ago. A while ago, I mean 1 hour ago. So while we're loading, we can take a look at it. Where's the audio? Turn off the game audio so that you guys can be more focused. I feel like I'm blind. Game audio off. Game video is also off. Okay, we're good. Let's just, grab a snack. As always, grab a snack, grab a drink. Ideally water. That's what's best for you. And check your posture. I don't know what this is about. PTO.
皆さん
のどかさん、
That's a must
こん
calling.
にちは。
Okay, interesting.
ホロアースプロジェクト責任者 CTO の IKKO です。今回はここだけの情報として今後予定しているアップデートについてお話ししちゃおうと思います。まずは皆さんからも引き続きご要望の多いホロアース内でみんな
Gosh dang it. Why is it buffering? My bitrate. Okay, my bitrate is saying. Okay. Very cool. And the loading into simulation room is probably did reset again.
で同時視聴するイベントを現在準備中です。同じ空間で映像を見ながらタレントさんとみんなで語り合える、そんなリアルタイムの共有体験を目
Wasn't
指
this
してい
already a
ます。
thing, or is it just for like videos only? And
続い
streams.
て現在新エントランスの開発も進行中です。
Massive.
フォロワー数の最新情報にアクセスしやすくなるのはもちろん、タレントさんやユーザー同士の交流ももっと広がっていく、そんな新たなエリアになる予定です。ぜひご期待ください。
There's more clutter on your
そして
screen, so
サン
like
ドボ
it
ックスに
feels
も
more
続
filled
々
in.
と新機能が追加予定です。
Well, which it would be.
マイルームをもっと自分らしくカスタマイズできる家具アイテムの販売をはじめ、マイルームやシミュレーションルームでアスレチックゲームをより手軽に作れるようになります。スタートとゴール対決を楽しむこともできるようになります。その他アクションスキル付きの武器を装備するとスキルが発動可
I
能に
wonder
なっ
why
たり、
Iku isn't using Hololive's
他
own
のユーザーにクエストを発行できる機能なども現
facial capture.
在開発が進んでいます。
like their system because he keeps
そ
like
の
jittering.
他先ほどご紹介したボ
You
イ
can
スチャ
see
ッ
the
ト
jittering
や
on
トラ
my
ッキン
model
グ
as
機能
well
について
while
も
we're not using the
今
same
後ユー
system.
ザーの皆さん向けに本格対応するほか、アバターの新パーツ、獣人タイ
Oh,
プの
that's
追加
been
やゲームパッド
shown
操
a long
作対
time
応
ago.
も段階的に追加していきます。またタレントさん降臨時にルームの人数制限でなかなか会えないというご意見をいただいています。この課題を解消するための機能開発も進行中です。と今日はこの辺りまで。これからフォロワー数の体験はもっとリアルにもっと深くなっていきます。皆さんの体験がもっと楽しく進化していくよう私たちも頑張って開発してまいります。どうぞご期待ください。IKKOでした。
Honestly, a whole nothing burger, but sure. Some communication is better than no communication, and I alt F4 the game because the game black screen. So we're gonna have to redo that from the top. Okay, I'll turn off the sharing on the browser. And my bitrate is dead again. We may just go straight to poker first if my room is bugged. I feel like even the launcher is bugged. I think I might need to like recheck where I installed the game, because there is a chance that I've been opening like the old launcher, like where the old launcher was installed. Yeah, these are old for some reason. I'll work on that off stream, because you guys don't really need to know about that. You guys can do that yourself if you really need to. Most people don't know about Holoearth anyway. People who know are either nerds or normies, mostly nerds like me. Having a brain fart, as you can tell. And my bitrate is dead. Okay. Oh wait, you guys can't tell that I'm having a brain fart, right? Game audio. See, that's a brain fart. I forgot. Can we just talk to Mithra to change areas? Because doing that menu is kind of buggy. Maybe it's because I'm on screen. Unless you show me the same UI, and in that case, you are probably lagged as well. Yep. Anything here? It says new, but I don't think there's anything new. You can check that out later, but let's go to the poker room first. How of the Jabberwock Resort that is located? I didn't finish reading. We'll read it later. And I guess it's loading for the first time because I haven't went in here yet. Okay, very cool. Where the hell is the roaming folder? I forgot. Users? No. There's some app data. Okay, I found roaming. So I can probably delete the old launcher if that's what's causing part of my issues, and also I can maybe clear up some space. Well, if I delete it and it doesn't say like it's in use, then that means it's outdated, so we'll find out. Okay, I deleted the old launcher, so it should be... So if I launch the game again, it should be fine. Allocation... If allocation, it's bugged. So I'll delete you. It's taking a while, but at least it's not shoving me out, so that's a plus. Let me drink some water. And my bitrate just died. Very cool. Is there anything else I can talk about? While we're loading, as you can tell. I watched some theories on the old piece for Warframe. I just learned that the thing we keep seeing in like quote-unquote screens in Deimos, and there's like a black screen with like a blue circle. I always thought it was like a black hole or like symbolism for the void or something. Apparently that's Tau's Tau system's blue dwarf star, and dwarf stars are basically suns that have died and didn't become a neutron star or a black hole. Long story, but basically they're just, think of them as like a sun, but like small and, well, not as hot sometimes. What else can I say? I do believe it's either the past or some kind of parallel universe instead of the future. Unless that parallel universe takes place like ahead of us in like the same timeline. But like, it should be in the past because wanted to say polluted histories. So if it is the past, but like slightly changed, then it is the past, but not exactly. Could also be a parallel universe, but we don't know yet. We'll see. What else can I say? I mean, we'll check out Alternative City at the end because I don't think there's anything new in it. We are only halfway, and I've talked about like 2 different topics. So tomorrow, if nothing goes wrong, I was supposed to stream yesterday, but some things did go wrong. So if things don't go wrong, tomorrow I'll be streaming Snowbreak Containment Zone, and then the day after that will be Genshin. We'll be doing the FFF event. I forget the full name, but it has to do with slimes. Music changed. Certainly fits up. Oh, the loading's sped up. If you're at 100%, then let me in. This is why I prefer if progress bars actually show you what you're doing, like loading screens. I mean, like a progress bar is better than nothing, but they're not really indicative of anything. If they show you like what process is happening, then that would be great. Why am I okay? Ooh, lag. So there's people here. I assume they are playing poker. Section is over here. Hello, SPS2BC Dan. You can enjoy games of poker here. Which match mode will you play? How do we play? The poker here uses the rules of Texas Hold'em. Never heard of it, I don't play poker. About Texas Hold'em, each player is dealt 2 cards, and there are 5 community cards shared by all players, for a total of 7 cards to create hands from. Oh man, why are they introducing gambling to nerds? Why is that shining on his neck? BTN player is determined according to the rules. Each player is dealt 2 cards. SP and BB pushers ensure that they're determined by the BTN, and each must be a predetermined amount of chips. I don't want to learn poker. Get some hands. I wish they put like the talents on the cards. Though I think it would be a problem if, for example, there is a like the talents would be like actually ranked by like how popular they are, or like that's not gonna be fun. It's like putting your grades on your. Jesus Christ, your neck. Check your posture, everyone. It's like comparing people's grades, We can actually use it here. Jabberwock Resort. I remember. Is that what the boss is called? Like the slime boss. We haven't seen it. Oh! Did my game crash? Okay, we're good. We haven't seen the boss yet because I haven't seen the boss yet because I haven't been to the simulation room yet. So if you're into poker and you're like hololive, then here's your space. Can't get in here for some reason. Guess we can sit down, and these guys are actually playing poker. So there's that. I'm not the best player to like be showcasing this. I don't mind showing like stuff in Snowbreak. Those are easy to understand. This is a whole other thing. I take out my phone. Hello. The game is not taking my inputs. Oh, there we go. Nigeria. Let's check into my room now. Oh, MySpace now. Okay. Yeah, it's called my room here, but it's called MySpace here. I guess it's like an umbrella term for both areas. So it's an umbrella term. But if you go to other players' rooms, you can take their stuff. You can take their blueprints. Blueprints are what you're after. Some people are, what's the word? Open enough to provide them, then you can take them. I think my room does have one free blueprint. I bought it back and it's free for people who come to my world. Though not many people go to other people's rooms because first of all, not a lot of people play the game. People play the game. Second of all, if they play, they're probably playing the simulation room or their own room instead of trying to go to someone else's. And third, a lot of people don't have it set on public because your stuff can be stolen if you set it to public. Right, here is my room. I think I mentioned this before. I might give a tutorial on how to play my room, like how to get a resource, every resource, strategies, stuff like that. Yeah, the game is louder than I remember. Thanks updates. I do have a route for every time when I log in. You're seeing it right now. That gold ore we saw, there's a chance of it being gold, there's a chance of it being copper. We got gold, so that's good. Missed the chest. Yes, I did. I'm going into too much detail. So down here is all the important stuff, where I do my crafting and all that. Upstairs is where I store a lot of furniture for... I don't have enough water. For farming, what's the word? Comfort. But I don't know if honeycombs. I'll get into those one day when I do actually make a guide or something. I also plan to make a how did we get here kind of video, so that's why I'm like stocking up on food. I'll be showing off like a how do we get here achievement, with all the food effects and potions. Also adding earrings and stuff, so I wonder how that's gonna play out. I saw earlier, we saw earlier, that in the simulation room you can have like a fire sword. We don't have that yet in my room, because there's no fighting required. But you can still craft swords and stuff in my room, which is fine because you can. Okay, if you unlock something in your own room, you can use it in other places, in other worlds. So I believe if you have enough stuff unlocked in your own room, then your simulation room will also be easier. Why do I not have space? What's new in here? Apples. I won't take too much of your time. I'm just showing you my routine. Once we're done here, we can go into simulation room because I was supposed to do that a long time ago, but I thought it wasn't in the game. I think I mentioned that already. So I'm gonna shut up. Brings these stuff in the chest because you do get extra. Like, even after, there's like an item limit. Like, item buff limit, there's an item buff limit of 1. Even after you go through that limit, you can still get those naturally from the chest. You can also craft them, but, you don't really need to craft them. Yeah. I'll put the clay back in, and then we're good here. I'll deal with the rest on my own time. So let's go to simulation room. I can't you hear me here. So if you ever see my world, like online, if you use a free fountain, it's like a few thousand observation points. And now it's time for simulation room, which is I don't know what the analogy is. I mean I know what it is, but I can't remember. The filling of the sandwich. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I don't remember. Main course. I'm not hungry. I'm actually full. I'm saying food metaphors is because what comes to mind. I'm not hungry. Hey man, people do say I need to eat more. I've seen people eat like 2 to 3 times more rice than I do, even though they're not that much bigger than in size compared to me. I mean, I feel full already. I might like. Okay, here's your science fact of the day for me. Your stomach has a capacity of roughly 4 of your own fists. So if you clench up your fists, and you measure the volume, multiply that by 4, and that's about the volume of your stomach. Of course, you can eat more if you have something in your mouth, or if you have swallowed more and they've digested already. But yeah, that's about the math. So simulation room compared to my room, the difference is that more items. There's mobs. There's like a temperature gauge, so you might need to wear like thicker clothing. You may need to start a fire to keep yourselves warm, or hide in the shade to not be hot. I don't know. Oh, I guess this is if you're hosting, or if you're joining someone. And we're gonna host, because if you join someone, I don't think your progress carries over, because it doesn't do it in my room. So once we spawn in, you will see that I haven't moved yet, but you will see that maybe my hunger bar has gone down like a teeny tiny more than your average new player, because I did like take like 20 seconds to change off. The music. As far as I know, there's only one boss, but there's like mobs in the overworld. So we'll see what happens. I imagine it's like Ark or Palworld. Probably more like Ark. Well, maybe somewhere between Ark and Palworld. Ark as in, less magic. I mean, there's a degree of magic, but not as much. And then Palworld as in it's not as hard. Here we are. Got the interactive... Not you. At least I don't think it's you. Okay. Where is the cube? Oh, it's right here. Okay. So in my room, this cube, you can submit your observation data or items to like upgrade your level. I'm gonna start hurting. Where is that? Rubble. You can get rubble in out in the open. That's interesting. I have effects off, so it might be more bland than it's supposed to be. Protect cube. It is a device that utilizes observation data to stabilize the world. For upgrading it, you activated it from its dormant state. We did not upgrade it. We interacted with it. If you further upgrade it, you can unlock useful features to compare what materials are needed. So both in here and in my room, you can submit items so that you can get more stuff. We have an observation beacon. Don't know what it does yet, but we'll find out. There's also missions. I don't know what missions do. Like, I understand we need to deliver these items, but I don't know what happens once you do. We'll find out. Level 2 now. Here's our inventory. Not that. Just get unlocked. Okay, so recipe unlocks are separate if in both my room and in simulation room. This sheep here. I want to find branches first. Where is? I need to punch a tree. I don't remember. No. There's mobs right there. We have a map. I assume that's for regions. I assume this area is we're gonna attack shrubs. Okay, I completely forgot. Yes, you attack shrubs to get branches and fiber, I believe. Yeah, you get fiber as well. Kind of like Ark, but in Ark you pick up instead of punching. You punch wood for you to get wood. Got the wooden sword. I wonder, can we project energy jelly? Energy jelly is this item. It's like really good. 1,000 water and food. Maybe. I need to craft a wooden sword. Not you. Unlock. Wooden sword here. We don't need a crafting table yet. Kill a sheep. Hello. Ow. Okay. I'm lagging. I hit it even after it died. Interesting. Craft the primitive pickaxe. If you're in my world, my room, you can actually project a primitive pickaxe. I don't know if sheep respawn. Maybe they do, but take a long time. We do need 10 stone for upgrading. So now we need to make a primitive axe. Here we go. Craft one straw building material, so we need to unlock it. And then we can craft it. How much do we need? It says 1, but you have to craft a certain amount. We need 10 branches. We can get them from chopping a tree. We need wood anyway. You chop trees, you get branches and lumber. You also have a chance to get quality lumber and resin, both of which are needed for different things I won't go into yet. Build mode and build for foundations. Is it P? B. Ah. I'm just gonna pop them down because we might need to change the base in the future. I need more. More branches. More. With a flat roof using straw, so we might need more. I'm not sure. 3 through a wall. And then we can hold Alt to change the row, and then you can. That is not a flat roof. Where's the flat roof? Is it the last one? Yep. There we go. I need to craft a campfire. We need flint. I think we get that from mining stone. Yep, we do. Let's mine out this rock. We have just enough. Campfire. The campfire doesn't burn out in my room, so I don't know if it burns out in here as well. I hope it doesn't. And put it here. I'll deconstruct these. You don't really need them. Craft the serum meat. So, let's use branches. I don't know if we should use branches, but let's use them for now. I'm pretty sure those go up, as you can see from the top. Right here, but you know. I don't think I can like hold a button to like show my cursor. Grow meat. Use a straw bed under a roof, so I need to get a straw bed. Let's see, unlock. Where's the straw bed? Because we need a recipe for it. First a piece of straw bed in there. I don't suppose we can build it because it's not how it works in my room. Can't craft it yet either. Yeah, because in my room you have to get a recipe for it. So I don't know where we can get a what's the buff here? Ah, okay. So you get this buff inside my room all the time, but once you're outside the range you don't get it. You know what happens if you go to the edge of the map, I wonder? Let's find out. What is that? Just to kind of sort just in case. Well, hello. There's no dodging in this game as far as I know. Okay, I guess it spreads toxin. I don't know if I can kill it. If not, then we'll run. Okay, we're running. Nope, we're not strong enough. Okay. Bye-bye. There's also deer. I guess there are deer antlers in the game. Makes sense. So let's eat an energy jelly. It also gives us regen. Can we put down markers? We can. How is there a limit? 50. Okay. What happens if we go to the edge? I assume it just doesn't let us. Myrtle. Okay. I assume some of these aren't like the actual flower. Like the it would be an enemy. I assume. Let's see what myrtle is. Which white flower is used for making dye. It also amplifies medicinal properties of other ingredients. So if we put it in a cooking pot, we can make better healing stuff. With chickens as well. I guess there are eggs and feathers as well. Or we return after 5 seconds. Okay. Rubble, not much use for rubble. You can make them into sand, and you can turn sand into clay. You can also use sand to make glass. So there's that. Did see anything new, or like unexpected aside from the myrtle? I assume the enemy is called a myrtle as well, or like a mimic or something. I guess we can just get to the other cubes first, or maybe. Oh, maybe we can. Can we fast travel? No. Maybe what we need to do is that we need to level up the cube, the protect cube, so that we can unlock the recipe for a bed. I assume that's the case. That field of flowers kind of scared me, considering we almost died to a myrtle. It's surprising that the myrtle is like right next to our protect cube. This is a drop and a half. If structures don't despawn in simulation room, I might build a bridge up and down, or a ladder. Also works. There's ladders in this game. Okay, so let's see what the protect cube needs. I think it needs 10 rock, but I don't remember what else. We need some wool, we need some bone, and we need 20 rock. Okay. I think wool and bones are like the hardest to get right now, since we need to kill for them. I need to be aware of like hitting that last time, because I think it might take durability damage when I do that. We have enough for that. I don't know if we need more wood, because we do have like a carrying limit. We could try killing these guys, but there's a lot of them, so I would rather not. The bed also gives us a buff, so maybe I would want to have like a regen buff ready. I think we can get more bones from the deer, but I don't know if they'll attack us if we attack them. I suppose there's only one way to find out, right? Is that sheep? Is there like an item for herding sheep? Let's check. I don't think there is. Gunpowder and bombs, you don't have those in my room. Iron bow, interesting. Fertilizer. I guess you can plant plants. That's nice. There's a spike trap. Planter and seed set. Alright, I guess that's what you need the fertilizer for. Okay, yeah. So I don't think there's like any item that you can use to herd animals unless you get them from the protect cube. Need 3 hits. Let's see, how much durability is it right now? 42. So let's try to give 4 hits and see if it takes the first durability. 42, if it's 38. Okay, it doesn't take the durability, it's just like a sound effect bug. Okay, that's great. How much bone do we have? I think we need 5. Or 10, I don't remember. We just keep killing sheep. We also kill a chicken. What is that up ahead? I guess those are slimes. Those right there are slimes, I think. I haven't seen a slime yet. I only know they're in the game because there's slime cores and slime condensates in my room. Sorry, my keyboard is broken. Yeah, let's just focus on passive mobs first. We'll try killing hostile mobs once we have like a stronger weapon and like we have like more buffs and stuff. So we can unlock more stuff. Workbench must be unlocked first. Okay. Workbench. We need stick and crafting knife, and this is free. And either of these are good. This is also good as well, but not as important. Let's get a spinning wheel. Spinning wheel, we can at least get string or fiber. I don't remember which. Okay, we have enough. No, we don't. I think boars are like neutral, and sheep are passive. I mean, we've seen chickens, but we haven't hit any yet. So I don't know if they're passive or neutral. Where did the sheep go? It's right here. Okay. I think killing also gives you observation data. Or those might just be observation data from killing. Medicinal leaf, so that we can make a thing that removes debuffs or like a healing item. Early seeds, oily plants rather. These give you fiber and oil if you crush them up, as you have seen in my room earlier. Did you hear a horse? Or am I hearing things? I also wonder if there are chests around. There might be chests in like the hostile enemy camps. But we should get more ready before we actually fight them. So let's see the damage and durability. 60, 50, 50. No damage number, so they either don't do damage or not much. Because you can like punch, as you can tell. You can also like throw water balls, which I don't recommend. Water balls are kind of hard to make. You can throw spicy peppers, which inflict burning. So, you know, we might use those, we might not quite sure. Let's upgrade our protect cube. We need stone, right. This rock has respawned. Let's beat the crap out of it. We need to make stone tools soon. Ability and, you know, more efficiency. You kill chicken, we need to make sand, we need cloth. Okay. Rejection. We don't need you yet. We need you to like make certain stuff. We can peek in. I assume you can like make one of these, and I don't know how many we can put down. I think we can put down like 8. I think. I'm not quite sure. We need a crusher to make use of the rebels, but we don't have any crushers. I guess this one is closer, so we might as well check it out. We don't want to fight yet. I want to get at least stone to like start fighting. What the hell is that? That's like a crater. There's no glider in this game, unlike Genshin or Breath of the Wild, so we shouldn't take any high jumps. We might have to run through the camp then. We're also not full health, so I don't want to take a fight. They don't have that good hearing or sight. I don't see a chest. Maybe I can get a bed after I make the workbench. The recipe might be inside it. Going straight from here. Okay, that's nice, because in my room, it's really hard to get water. Ah, there's no climbing. Unless you're on the ladder. That is a big slime. I wonder if it'll dissolve your clothes. I assume not. Maybe if you have armor? Oh, there's some copper down there, but I don't think our primitive pickaxe can mine it. Might have to mark spots. For now, there aren't enough spots, enough locations for me to like forget stuff. Happens that has been expanded, which is not that important. I guess try finishing these missions. Can we teleport? No. I don't know which area is better to like make a base and stuff. So you know we're not gonna worry too much about that. There's copper here. I guess I'll just remember that this area has copper. Like this area has copper, and then that area has mostly Mithra. Not Emerald. Sorry, not Mithra. Mithra is the AI. Not to be confused with Mithra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I don't think it's spoilers because she's literally in the trailer of the game. I thought you could hold attack because I couldn't do it earlier, but now I can. And now I can't. Also, why is the minimap like black and white? It's kind of weird. Oh, those are bees. There might be a honeycomb on that tree then. I should probably make a workbench. I need stone crafting knife first. We need stone and branch. Okay. Now we need a branch. Interesting that we walk slower in water. Soaked! That's a new status. Stamina recovery reduced. Slightly more resistant to heat and we cold. Interesting. So we're cold now. That's why we're cold. It's because we're drenched. That's interesting. Because there's no body of water big enough for the status effect in my room. Just like explore all the areas first. I guess if water is that plentiful, you might as well just make food, especially spicy curry. I don't think we can get up here. Nope. I don't know if going upstream is a good idea either if we can't climb. Well, only one way to find out. There's a slime. There's an iron rock here. Iron rock, you need like at least stone to break it, I think. And even then, it's pretty slow on stone. You need like iron to break it fast. Then again, iron is the fastest in the base game, in the current game, rather. In the game currently. Sorry. If we cook, I think I'll eat. I was gonna say I'll eat roasted mushrooms, but I think we need roasted apples now. Because we need meat and cooked meat and mushroom for quests. Hey, chickens. Let's see. You are probably hostile, but you die too fast to be hostile. You can try. Yeah, they're hostile. These are like 50 health. Yeah, imagine dying after getting pecked by a chicken like 9 times. Don't worry, I'm not doing the math wrong. It's just it dealt more than 50 health, so gotta account for that. Well, that's an enemy base right next to the cube. We might, if we do fight, we might fight here first then. Because we can get the buff here. We can get the healing buff. Are there even mobs here? Like enemies here? Or oh, I believe if we have like the observation beacon, we can see their health and their names and stuff. So these are imps. Yeah, let's not fight them yet. I'm not healed and I still have wooden tools and my sword is about to break. You can actually see it from across the map. Like there's that first cube we got, the second cube we got, and we're now at the third cube. I also saw like a red thing in the distance. I wonder if that's a slime boss or something else. Also notice if you're like at an area that's not been cubed, you will like slowly like expand the area. Which is good. You know, it's still blurred, but you can roughly tell the terrain. I guess I'll punch these for more fiber. Do I need fiber? I think I need branches more than fiber. Yeah, I think I need... Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Probably not a good idea to head straight to it. Let's get the last cube first. Wolves. Okay, so they're probably hostile then. More imps. I assume wolves probably get like more aggressive at night. What is that? I can't tell if those white dots are like rocks or what. Like to protect you. That's a protect cube. More blueberries. I guess things like is it a smoothie? I think it's a smoothie. Smoothie gives you a speed buff, and I think it's more useful here than in my room. In my room, you know, it's a pretty small area. I guess it would be useful if you're like if you have like a massive structure with multiple floors. In my room, and you're like showing your friends around. I mean, it also gives quite a bit of water. It's just that lemon squash gives you more water. Now we have all of the cubes unlocked. Recipe experience. What does that mean? At any rate, we finished the quest when it refreshes in 6.5 hours, roughly. I guess recipe experience is just your player experience and not observation data, but you know, it's weird to call it recipe experience specifically. We need you. Get a cord. Sorry. I think we need these for now. I don't think we need paper. This is cotton. Nice. Okay, I don't know which area would be the best. Make a base. I assume this one because it's towards the middle of the map. So if you need to go anywhere, since there's no fast travel, you need to go anywhere. It's closer. So yeah, we'll move the stuff from here over here because of that reason. And we'll see what happens along the way. Let's see if a deer is like hostile or not hostile, neutral or passive. Hello. Okay, you're passive. So we might need a bow to kill these guys, or a spike trap I saw. About to turn night, so it's not a good idea for us to be out. I assume that's the case. I don't actually know. A boys territorial? Let's see. They aren't. Wolves might be though. Some trees. We need wood for something. I don't remember what. Branches, rather. We need branches. We need the survival knife. Survival knife. It is used for crafting. You'll need it a lot if you don't make 10-6. We'll be using it a lot in the future. Jesus Christ. That's kind of scary, honestly. Oh, we also get this plant. Bellflower. If you eat a bellflower, you can glow and you know. Wood burns for longer, I believe. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. First extinguish the flames first. Well, we don't have a water bottle. I guess let's take these out then. Amateur mistake. Oh my god, we are still burning. I don't think in Ark your straw foundation catches fire. I also didn't catch fire earlier when we were cooking meat. I wonder why, you know, it caught fire now instead of earlier. Why is it still burning? Can we? Okay. Okay. Flint, not stone. Fiber, so let's punch a tree. Not punch a tree, but punch a plant. Okay, let's move to the new cube then. There's a rock here. Okay. We find flint somehow. Well, I know how. You just need to actually get it to drop. You can probably eat a bellflower. Right, I forgot there's that. I don't really use that in that sort of. There we go. So now we don't need a torch, but we, so like the benefit of not having a torch and using a bellflower is that you can hold a different tool. However, you don't get the warmth from holding a torch. Are those all bellflowers or are those myrtles? Man, I guess these are all bellflowers. Too hungry. Okay. Let's eat an energy jelly. We don't have like a big problem with water, so we can just eat energy jelly all we want.